Hey guys!
Hi guys!
So, we have something new today to bring to the channel. You've seen Funko Pops, you've seen Hot Toys, you've seen customs, you've seen a little bit of everything. Bombshell statues. Here's something new, the Hikari line. So these are from Funko, and I know a lot of you out there have maybe taken a look at it and maybe been swayed from the price because they're not cheap. That's the one thing about these Hikaris. Now, here's the story of how and why we decided to buy these.
Yeah.
First off, we saw these at Barnes & Noble, which you probably would have saw in our last Funko Pop hunting video, and pretty much blown away.
Yeah, they're so flipping cool. I haven't seen one in the store before until we saw these, and I was like, oh my god, I really have to have one of these.
Yeah, not only are the actual, I don't even know what you'd call these, vinyl toys too, I suppose.
Yeah.
Not only are the actual toys really cool, the boxes are really nice on these.
Really
and that's
nice.
honestly what caught my eye, the back of it. Look at that neon like art. That is awesome.
They're really cool. I cannot wait to take them out of the package. The packaging looks similar to Pops, so that's pretty cool.
Really cool. So we were able to pick all of them up because I'm a Ninja Turtles fan, and my Donatello is my favorite, but we've already gone over this. If you buy one, you buy two, you have to have them all, or you're kind of screwed, really, right? So, first off, I want to give a thanks to Cali Collectibles because he's the one that kind of hooked us up with a discount, basically, to get these off of Hot Topic, which is where we bought them. They're generally like anywhere from $40 to $50, so they're not cheap, and we were able to get them for around $30, I believe. But if you're a Donatello fan or a Michelangelo fan, specifically, or the others, swing to Toots Toys right now. We'll put the link in the description because they're like 20 bucks and you're not going to find them cheaper than 20 bucks.
You will not find them cheaper than that at all.
Yeah, you might be able to get one of those coupons from Hot Topic, but definitely not cheaper than $20. So we'll put the link in the description. We'll also put the link in the description to Cali Collectibles' YouTube page because he has one. I've been following him for a while. He does comic books and toys just like we do.
Yeah, he's got a really awesome channel, so make sure you check him out.
Yeah, check him out. Swing over there and tell him we sent you, I guess.
Yeah, tell him we said hi. We want to give a special shout out to one of our fans named Lillian. We realize that you watch all of our videos with your mom and that it's a special thing you guys do together, so we really appreciate it and we just want to say hi and thank you so much.
We appreciate you watching. We really do. And
we appreciate like to hear, all of you guys, so thank you.
We like to hear that families watch these videos because that's kind of cool. Because the whole point of our videos is really to just kind of bring all of us nerds together because sometimes it's hard to find a place for us to hang out, right? I don't know.
Definitely.
So, yeah. Hi, Lillian. Let's get this review started. So, if you're not familiar with what Hikari is, because I really haven't seen very many in any store, so Hot Topic doesn't really carry them. Barnes & Noble is the first place we ever saw them in a store.
Yeah.
So, they're kind of rare in that sense. Not necessarily how many they make, which they do try to make them rare. They're a clear Safubi vinyl Japanese toy. They were kind of made popular in Japan, where they're all handcrafted and painted, and they're numbered. So, you can see these are all 3,000 is all they made, which isn't necessarily a small number. They do have these in a lot smaller numbers, like 500,
I've seen them in
300.
1,500 as well.
Yeah, all kinds of different numbers. So these are not necessarily one of the more rare ones, but they're awesome, cool. And that's what matters. They make two different kinds of these Hikaris, Funko does. This is like their regular Hikari. I don't really know what you want to call it.
They also have one.
Yeah, they have like a premium one though, where they're like $79.
Yeah,
and apparently the difference with that is I guess they're painted more carefully, or
more attention to detail.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes. Something about them is supposed to be a lot like more serious, I guess. I don't know. So, but these are just regular ones, and as far as I can tell, they look pretty good. We'll go into more of that in a little bit later. So let's open one up and see what it looks like. They're not as easy to take out of the box as the Funko Pops, I can tell you that.
No.
Now, the interesting thing about these packaging, when they first announced Hikari, when Funko did, these things were supposed to come in tubes with a light. And when you hit the light, it was going to like light them up. And they decided to scrap that. And that's kind of a bummer, because that really been cool.
Could you imagine just being like, boop, and then it just light up inside of there? That'd be so cool.
Alright, so here's what they come in. There's like a metallic backing just for the packaging. And then you get the actual insert. So that's cool.
Oh, yeah, that is cool. Kind of complicated.
Just like a Funko Pop.
What does it feel like? Oh.
Wow. Okay, so first off, the...
What does it smell like?
It smells like childhood.
That does not smell like childhood.
It smells like childhood. Like water rings. It smells like water rings. I swear it smells like water rings. So, first off, they're really light. They're super light. They're like air, but they're soft. It's a vinyl like Funko Pop, but it's really soft.
It looks super thin.
I think it is pretty thin. This one has like metallic flakes in it.
You know what it looks
like? And it fades from dark to light.
It looks like blown glass.
It does. It has a blown glass effect, which is probably what made it popular, I would assume. And then you get the little tag on it where it says, each product is individually numbered and no two pieces are alike. Our team of designers, artists, and guys, just hold on there for me. Our team of designers, artists, and painters spend a tremendous amount of time to create these unique hand-painted and assembled limited edition Hikari vinyl collectibles. So that's pretty cool. And it says this actually has some special paint on it, so that's interesting. Special paint and vinyl finish thanks to a classic process inspired by vintage Japanese toys. So we went over that earlier.
The smell.
I'm telling you, it smells like water wings. Exactly like water wings. But it looks really, really cool.
What number is it?
I don't know. We got to pull a card out. So one thing.
Touch him.
One thing about these.
Even on the bottom, they have the things that normally Funko Pops have.
They have a card on the bottom here, and that's apparently what's going to tell us the number we got.
His head turns too. He's so cool.
Now I'm usually an adult. This is actually really funny, guys. We have 2,996. We are almost at 3,000.
That's funny.
That's very funny.
Weird.
Well, I can't really even pull it off. The tape's really strong, but there's the card. You can kind of see it there. 2,996 out of 3,000. So we've almost bought them all, I guess.
Yeah.
You go ahead and open up Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. Oh my gosh. There's Michelangelo.
Mikey.
He looks really good. I like him. Oh god, his arms move.
Yeah, these arms. The arms move a lot easier than the Funko Pops do.
But his legs don't move too. He looks like he's punching somebody. Like,
yeah. Rock'em sock'em.
I like him a lot. He's really cute. He has the M on his belt as well. He's awesome.
Yeah, the thing with these, the Ninja Turtles in particular.
He doesn't smell like yours.
Really? Well, he doesn't.
He doesn't stink at all.
Wonder why that is.
That was like toxic paint.
It's because Donnie's been dealing with computers and stuff. So now the thing with these,
on fire.
they're really the exact same character and sculpt and mold. They literally just paint them differently to match the Ninja Turtle.
And then change the belt.
And they don't have the weapons or anything like that. They're pretty just straightforward. I'm okay with it personally.
I think it'd be cool if he had like his nunchucks or.
It would have been nice. It would have been nice, but honestly, I can tell you personally, now we're in the box collectors, obviously. I really like these in the box more.
Oh, I do too. They're really, really cool in the box. All right, Mikey is 2,922.
We got the old ones here. So.
That's right. These were the late arrivals.
All right, guys, let's take a look at them all up close. Here's all 4 of them lined up together, looking pretty awesome.
Ready to go fight some crime.
Yeah. I mean, I really like these. I think they look really nice as a set. No doubt about it.
Absolutely. I love how glittery and sparkly they are.
Yeah, and if you haven't really noticed, their feet are solid and they eventually go to clear in the center area.
Yeah, and even their hands are solid too.
And that's kind of cool. I like that.
I do too.
Now, that doesn't mean that these things don't have faults and some of the things we aren't exactly impressed with.
Yeah.
Main thing is, even though they're supposed to be handcrafted, paint ain't always good on them. I can tell you that.
No, Raphael has a big red slash on the front of his nose, which kind of irks my nerves. I mean, you're paying attention to detail. You should probably see that one.
And Leonardo's chest by his belt is getting kind of, I don't know if it's flaky, but if that is flaky, at some point that's going to flake off and flake me off.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you know, there you go. I mean, now we were lucky enough to only pay, I think, like $25 a piece for these.
Right.
If we would have spent $50 a piece on them or $45 a piece on them,
that'd have been salty.
That'd have been pretty bad. I can tell you that. Now, it's not as terrible as thing as maybe we make it out to be, because, you know, it does have some paint issues, but it's not, like, ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not like if you look at these, you're like, oh my god, that's just horrible because the paint job's terrible. It's not that. It's just such a minute little thing that it kind of irks our nerves just because we're perfectionists.
Yeah, the price. And the price. The price is kind of the big thing.
Yeah.
These things aren't cheap, but they really are nice. And I think you guys can probably tell on camera. Let me put a pop-up next to it so you can kind of get an idea of how big it is. So here's our custom Joker, just so you can kind of get an idea of the size of these things. So they're roughly 2 times the size of a pop, maybe a little less.
Yeah, if it's a little less, it's about a head.
It's not much, yeah. So it's pretty awesome as far as the size goes. I'm a big fan of the height of them. I think they're perfect. I think they're very collectible. And I think the boxes are nice because they're thin and they go right beside each other. You can see behind them how awesome that box art is. Okay, so we saw the front of them now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of them. These are cool. Now, what's strange about these, they're not all painted with the same paint like they said, because something very apparent is some of these shells are very metallic and shiny gold, where other ones are very flat. If you notice, Raphael's shell is very gold and very shiny, or Donatello's shell is very flat and very tan more than gold. So that's kind of interesting. Also, Raphael's bandana is very shiny, whereas maybe Leonardo's doesn't look so shiny, it's a little dull.
These little guys, I just think they're absolutely adorable. I love the headbands. I love how they have like the little tied knot on the side. I just love the detail that they made sure to put into these.
Yeah, the artwork on them is awesome. I love them. They're simple.
I like the design so much.
I'm a fan of them. I really am.
Me too.
You know, I haven't necessarily seen another one of these that, you know, maybe you're besides the Universal Monsters, because those Universal Monster ones are pretty awesome. Especially with all the like the special exclusive ones that they have out there now. They're pretty enticing, but I'm an Ninja Turtle fan, so I had to have them. And then it's expensive to be a Turtles fan because you can't buy one; you gotta buy them all, right?
Yeah, you gotta buy all four.
Here he is up close, just for you kind of to get an idea. Maybe I picked Donnie because he's my favorite, but you can kind of tell what's going on with him, where he has like the dark hands. And it gets lighter through the center, more opaque, and just pretty nice. And you can see that handcrafted and handmade, inspired by Japanese vinyl. Funko premium quality kind of tag on his arm, so that's really, really cool. And yeah, I had to say I'm a pretty big fan of these. I really do like these. They're really, really cool.
I love them. I think they're amazing.
And then here's the back of them. Well, there you go, Hikari.
These are so cute. If you don't have them, I would definitely pick one up, especially if you're a Ninja Turtles fan, because I think they're pretty awesome.
They are really cool, and they're expensive, like we said, so you got to find those deals on these guys, because they are expensive. Now, the premium ones, you're never going to find them on sale, hardly.
No.
But the regular ones, you do, and like we said, Toots Toys has them for like 2 of them for $20.
You cannot beat it.
So if you want all 4 of them, you might get a good deal, or some other Hikaris for that matter.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited. I like these, and if the Hikari's right and really the character's right, I'll get them. They do have a Groot that I saw. I kind of like that one.
Yeah,
it's pretty awesome.
We'll probably get that one. He looks good.
So I'm a pretty big fan of these Hikaris. I think they're pretty awesome. What do you guys think? Are you a fan of the Hikari? Do you have an Hikari? What do you think about them? Is it something you're going to continually collect? Being $40 or $50, is this something that's worth the $40 or $50?
Yeah.
Personally, I think $40 and $50 is a little expensive for them.
I think so too.
But they do look really nice.
They're really, really cool. If you can get them for a good deal, like the $20, I would definitely pick them up because they're worth that. I mean, obviously they're much larger really than a regular Funko Pop. And there's more detail, like attention to detail. So I would definitely pick one up if you can get a good deal on it.
Yeah, they look really nice. I really do. If you haven't seen one, try to head to your Barnes & Noble and see if you can find them. If you're a Ninja Turtles fan. If you're not, maybe you won't even care. But there really is something special about these Hikaris. Cool. I don't know what it is. I guess that's the same thing. The pop phase, you know, what is it so special about those things? And I guess we're the only ones that know, the Funkopophunters, right?
That's
all of us. Okay, so you saw the Hikaris, but we're not done this week.
No, no, no.
We have a Ninja Turtle week, so if you're a Ninja Turtle fan, this is kind of an awesome thing, right? So we're going to be reviewing, I should say, the next few days, Ninja Turtle stuff. Now, it doesn't mean it's Funko Pops, it doesn't mean it's Kid Robot, it could be some other stuff, but it will end with an awesome video and maybe an awesome giveaway. You'll just have to find out. Alright guys, we'll see you next time.
Thanks guys.
Bye.
Bye.